incarnation of this Krishna consciousness to everybody. And now we are awaiting the appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming on 24th of March. So in anticipation, I have prepared a class on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many people appreciate Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a social reformer, as a pure devotee, or as the Supreme Lord. So we can see the contributions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamiham. Whenever there is a decline of religion in this world, and also there is a rise of irreligion, Krishna appears himself to set things right. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes in order to reform the world when there is rise of irreligion. So we can go deeper through the study of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is a document written by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And he has explained why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself. He has also explained the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a pure devotee and as a social reformer. So, thank you so much. When we understand Krishna through his devotees, then Krishna is even more pleased. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in Bhagavatam, Mad Bhakta Puja Abhyadika. Although the worship of Krishna is the highest amongst all the deities, but Krishna himself says the worship of my devotee is even higher. So when we hear about Krishna's activities, about the activities of Krishna's devotees, then we become dear to Krishna. So to begin with, we can sing a song from the spiritual world, Jai Radha Madhav, to invoke auspiciousness and to seek blessings from the Acharyas. Is that okay plan? Hari Bol. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Yamunatira vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, I would like to offer my humble obeisance unto my spiritual master, His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu, and to our founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Srila Prabhupada. Because of their teachings and their mercy, I am able to hear Krishna Katha and apply it in my life. I also offer my respects and obeisances to all of you, because you are all Vaishnavas and you carry Krishna in your heart and you are very dear to Lord, and so you are very worshipable. I seek blessings and permissions from all of you, and many of you are very senior devotees. You are my mentors, so I seek your permissions and blessings to speak on Gaur Katha, or the Leela of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so that I can follow the mood of Guru Parampara. Hare Krishna. So, first of all, we'll understand who is Lord Chaitanya. Is he an avatar who is given in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam? Is he one who is predicted as one of the incarnations of Lord Krishna? Then we'll try to understand his contributions as a pure devotee and as a social reformer. And then we'll try to conclude and have some question and answers if time permits. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in 11th canto, there's a conversation between Maharaj Nimi and the Nav-Yogendras. So in that conversation, Kar Bhajan Muni, who is one of the 9 Yogendras, he's explaining the avatars of Krishna in the different yugas. So he explains that in Satyayuga, Krishna appears in the white incarnation. He is known as Dharma. And in Treta Yuga, he appears as Yajna, because the process of Yajna or fire sacrifice is prevalent in Treta Yuga. So he receives the worship in the form of Yajna. In Dwapar Yuga, Krishna appears in the black complexion, and he himself appears. And there is a prominence of temple worship, deity worship. So this is how he appears in Dwapar Yuga. And then he explains about Kali Yuga. So this verse is 11.5.32 of Srimad Bhagavatam. If we can project that. Thank you, Prabhu. So we accept Lord Chaitanya as Supreme Personality of Godhead based on Shastra. There is a conversation given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is a very beautiful verse which describes the qualities of the Yuga Avatar for Kali Yuga. Krishna if you like, you can repeat after me. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtane Prayai Yajanti hi Sumedhasa. Anyone would like to read the translation? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. We have mics coming to you in 7 seconds or less. Hare Krishna. The translation.
Prabhu, can it be scrolled down so I can see?
Yeah.
Okay. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions.
Thank you very much. So we can stay at the translation. So there's a beautiful purport by disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and also taken from Srila Prabhupada's own words from Chaitanya Charitamrita, which explains that Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, because he is always glorifying Krishna. Krishna Varna means one who is always chanting about Krishna's names or Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's Leela, Krishna's form, that we see in the Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his color is not black, but his color is golden. And he is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. So we see that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is worshipped along with his associates as Panch Tattva. We worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Panch Tattva. We chant the mantra Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So Krishna's associates, or Lord Chaitanya's associates, they come. So Krishna comes with his entourage. So Lord Krishna is coming as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of a pure devotee or Radharani. And along with him comes Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balram himself. And then we have Srila Advaita Acharya, who is incarnation of Mahavishnu. Then on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's left side we see Gadadhar, who is Radharani, and then Srivas Thakur, who is Narad Muni, who represents Narad Muni. So in this age, Krishna does not come to kill the demons. He comes to kill the demoniac spirit of the demons. Because if he has to kill, then he has to kill everybody in Kali Yuga. Although it seems like everybody seems to be a good person, but as per the standards of Bhagavad Gita, we have the tendency to become the enjoyers, become the controllers, and to defy the natural laws which are set by Krishna. So we have these demoniac tendencies, and Krishna kills those tendencies through his associates, who are like weapons. So we'll hear more about his contribution, how he did that. And I also want to share about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's two contributions in terms of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, as I mentioned earlier, Krishna comes as Yuga Avatar. Yuga Avatar means who sets the process for that particular Yuga. In Satya Yuga, he sets the process of meditation. So people live for 100,000 years. So they spend at least 10,000 years on meditation, 10% of their life. So that's how they realize the absolute truth. And in Treta Yuga, there is the offering of yajnas. So Krishna sets that because he appears as Yajna himself. So people offer him worship or please him and access him. They are able to access Krishna. Or Krishna would himself appear to receive the oblations. In Treta Yuga, Vishnu himself would appear. And in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna was worshipped in the form of deity in temples. And we know many stories when deities would reciprocate with the devotees. There are so many stories. So Krishna would reciprocate. Krishna was accessible in the deity incarnation, Archa Avatar. And in the case of Kali Yuga, we are so busy. We are so busy. It is predicted in Srimad Bhagavatam, and in first canto, first chapter, it is said, Prayana alpa ayusha sabhya kalau asmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya upadruta. That in the age of Kali Yuga, almost everybody is slow because they are not active for spiritual progress. They are lazy. Their memory is not sharp. That's why we have computers or we have phones. We are thinking we are advancing, but in order to go to the same location, we have to put the GPS. So yeah, that's because we don't have the capacity to remember. So, and we are almost always distracted. We have the mobile phone, the invention of distraction, invention of mass distraction. So, and we are unfortunate. Even if somebody is willing to understand Krishna consciousness or to progress in spiritual life, there are so many people who are pretenders, who are fake. So we are very unfortunate. We fall into the trap. So for this age where we don't have time to go to the temple or to perform elaborate fire sacrifices or to go for 10,000 years in the jungle and meditate, Krishna has provided this process of Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalau nasti eva nasti eva nasti eva gatiranyatha. So this is the prerogative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to set up the process for every age. That is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's contribution. You can access Krishna by chanting his holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I was listening one of the classes, and there's a story in South India that if you want to access God, it is like you want to drink water in desert. So somebody may say, oh, there is water. Or you can access God. He's in the heavens. It's like water is in the clouds, but I cannot access the clouds. Then somebody might say, oh, he appears in the yuga. In different yugas, he comes as avatars. But he comes for very short time, and then he goes away. So they are compared to flash floods. In the flash floods come for some time and they go away. So how can I access Krishna? Some people say, oh, Krishna is there. You can access him by meditation, by drilling your respiration, by mystic yoga. He's there in the heart. So that's compared to digging water. Water is present in the ground, so you have to dig a hole. But that again needs a lot of effort. You need to find a place where there is water, and digging itself takes a lot of effort. But if somebody gives you water in hand, that is like chanting Hare Krishna. So you have the name directly accessible to you. That is, Krishna is directly accessible to you. There's a verse which represents that how Krishna is non-different from his holy names. Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Ras Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvam Nam Namino, which mentions that Krishna's holy name is like a touchstone. People might have so much wealth in this world. They might have so many opulence, but nobody is secure. Everybody is looking for the next investment, next big investment. No investment is safe in this world, whether it be stocks or real estate or gold or any country. Anything can be taken away at any moment. But this investment, this touchstone, is always going to hold the value. So if you have the touchstone of the holy name of Krishna, Nama Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Ras Vigraha, Purna Shuddho, it is completely pure. Other processes of worship, we can commit some mistakes and we might not get the full result. But if this is completely pure, there is no adulteration. Anybody can access it. Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto. Abhinnatvam Nam Namino. It's non-different. Nam and Nami, they are non-different. The person who is named and the person himself, they are non-different. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced this system of chanting Hare Krishna. And this is how he made himself accessible. He made Krishna accessible to everybody. Secondly, we can see even in the case of Srila Prabhupada, he came to the Western world with nothing, with 40 rupees, which was not usable. He did not have any material resources. What he did, he went to Washington Park and then Tompkins Square Park. He chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he started the Krishna consciousness movement. So everything is present in these holy names. So that's why devotees are known as the Krishnas or the Hare Krishnas. So Srila Prabhupada says this is a success of our movement because people are able to chant the holy names of Krishna. It doesn't matter which background they come from, but they should get an opportunity to chant the holy names of Krishna. Second thing is that there was no longer requirement to go to the temple. You can make your own home as temple because we are so busy. So Prabhupada says anybody can sit down and use their hands to chant, clap with the hands and chant Hare Krishna. This is how we can worship Gaur Nitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. We don't need any elaborate paraphernalia to worship the deities. We can simply sing Hare Krishna to them, and whatever we cook, we can offer to them. So this is how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made the Supreme Personality of Godhead accessible to everybody. That is his contribution and his prerogative as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Also, it is mentioned in Sri Vishnu Sahasranam about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. There's a verse which explains the qualities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi Sannyasa Krit Shama Shanto Nishtha Shanti Parayana. It means that his body is like molten gold and it's very beautifully formed and it's covered with sandalwood paste. And he will take sannyas in the age of Kali Yuga. He is equipoised, he is peaceful, and he speaks against the Mayavad philosophy. Mayavad philosophy means I am God, you are God, everyone is God. So he destroys the Mayavad philosophy with arguments, with forceful arguments. He also has given us Shiksha Ashtakam, which is the importance of chanting the holy names. So in that, the second verse is Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. So Krishna Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala. So which says that Krishna has invested all his energies into the holy names. So we can receive the same benefit as we would receive from Krishna's personal association. So we can receive the same benefit by chanting the holy names of Krishna. So this is real mercy. And there are no hard and fast rules for conducting Vedic sacrifices or Vedic rituals. There are so many hard and fast rules. Chanting Gayatri Mantra, it has to be done when there's a meeting of Sandhyas in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. So there is a specific time for it. One has to be sitting at a specific place. One has to purify oneself. But for chanting Hare Krishna, there is no hard and fast rules. So this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now I would like to share some stories which explain us how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a pure devotee. So first I would like to share about Sarabhoma Bhattacharya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he took sannyas, he went from Bengal to Orissa and he took darshan of Jagannath. Because he was in the mood of Radharani, he fainted seeing the deity of Lord Jagannath. And that time, the head priest of Jagannath temple was Sarabhoma Bhattacharya, who was the most brilliant scholar of India at that time. He was well versed with all the Vedic literatures and its conclusions. So when he saw this young sannyasi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he felt some fatherly affection towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was amazed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's beauty. That's one thing, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu subdues the demoniac spirits by his beauty. Krishna, he's so beautiful. So when he saw him fainted, he actually he could actually see from his study of the Vedas that this was not an imitation. There were many people who would just imitate fainting in front of Jagannath. So he could understand this was a sincere devotee. So he took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu home and he took care of him. And later on, when devotees came from Bengal and then they saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they chanted Hari, Hari. So hearing the names of Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu woke up. And then Sarabhoma Bhattacharya was introduced to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through other devotees in Bengal. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu received fatherly affection from Sarabhoma Bhattacharya, and he really respected Sarabhoma Bhattacharya. Now Sarabhoma Bhattacharya wanted to initiate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a higher order of sannyas, and he also wanted to give him understanding of Vedanta Sutras, which are the Vedic aphorisms. So he spoke to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 7 days, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard without speaking a single word. So we can imagine the humility of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to hear this philosophy. So what Sarabhoma Bhattacharya was speaking, it was Mayavad. Because his understanding was that anybody can become God. One can merge into God. But here Supreme Personality of Godhead himself is sitting and he is listening about it. So this is called humility. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself exhibited the principle of humility. He has requested all devotees to practice humility. At the end of 7 days, Sarabhoma Bhattacharya asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, are you understanding anything? You are not saying anything. You are not asking anything. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I understand everything. The Vedanta Sutras, they are like sun. They are self-effulgent. Their meaning is clear. But I feel your explanations are like clouds on the sun. And then Sarabhoma Bhattacharya was really surprised. He was shocked and he felt kind of agitated and how can you tell me I am the best scholar in India. So he said, okay, you explain what is your understanding of the Vedanta Sutra. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained about Vedanta Sutra, explaining how Krishna is a person and he is simultaneously one and different from the jivas, just like sun and the sun rays, or the drop of an ocean and an ocean. So Krishna is Paramatma, we are Atma. We are tiny and Krishna is unlimited. Krishna is huge. So we are infinitesimal, Krishna is infinite. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman. So there are so many eternals and Krishna is the one who is the source of all eternals. There are so many conscious beings and Krishna is the original conscious being. So he is the one who is maintaining so many living entities from time immemorial. And then there was a famous discussion on the Atmaram verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, which says that even the self-realized souls, they are attracted to Krishna. They like to serve Krishna. Such are the transcendental attributes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So after hearing that explanation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarabhoma Bhattacharya understood that this is beyond my capacity, my intellectual capacity, and this can be no other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at that time. And this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu killed this tendency of Mayavad, by humility, by hearing, So that's why listening is very important, when we go out for preaching or we share Krishna consciousness with our friends and family. It is important to listen, what is their understanding, listen and acknowledge. And then when their heart is open, then we can share Krishna consciousness with others. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited that, and now Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya become such a pure devotee, he cannot see the word mukti in Srimad Bhagavatam. He wants to replace mukti with bhakti. So, that is the transformation in the heart of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So there's a very nice verse in Srimad Bhagavatam which explains that one can inherit the spiritual kingdom by being tolerant, by being humble, by being grateful, and by serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there's a statement says Mukti Pade Siddhaibhak, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya wanted to change it to Bhakti Pade Siddhaibhak. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, we should not change the Shastra like that. Mukti Pade also refers to Krishna, because his lotus feet, liberation is there in his lotus feet. So we can see this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu transformed as a pure devotee, somebody who is a mukti kami. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are three kinds of transcendentalists which are described. Bhukti, Mukti, Siddhi Kami, Sakale Ashanta, Krishna Bhakta Nishkam, Ataiva Shanta. So there are three kind of people who try to follow Vedas. One who is a bhukti, who wants to enjoy the material world in a regulated way. I mean, he wants to follow the rules and regulations of the Vedas, but he wants to enjoy, be here. And then there's Mukti Kami, one who wants to merge into oneness or the effulgence of the Supreme. And then there is Siddhi Kami, who are looking for mystic perfections. But all of them are not peaceful, ashanta. They are actually agitated because they want something for themselves. On the other hand, Krishna Bhakta Nishkam. When one becomes a devotee of Krishna, his desire is only to desire the pleasure of Krishna. Ataiva Shanta. That's why he is peaceful. So, in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu transformed the heart of a mukti kami, one who wanted to enjoy, to merge into the Supreme. That is the quality of a pure devotee, of a touchstone. This is how we can understand a pure devotee. By his association, others become enthused to give their life for Krishna, to serve Krishna unconditionally. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that we should not try to agitate people if they are inclined to fruitive activities or different parts of mukti kami. We should just try to encourage them to engage in Krishna consciousness. We should just engage them. However they can come to visit the temple, we can bring them some prasadam. We can give them some books. They can do some seva in the temple. So this is how their heart can transform gradually. Another story is of Maharaj Pratap Rudra. So Maharaj Pratap Rudra was a king of Orissa, and as a king, he would have all kind of material pleasures. But when he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his kirtan party, he was amazed. He was asking, his minister, which was Sarabhoma Bhattacharya, who are these people? I have never seen such kind of kirtan. This is, so Sarabhoma Bhattacharya said, this not of this world. It's called Prem Sankirtan. Golokera Premadhan Hari Nama Sankirtan. That this is coming from the spiritual world. Golok Premadhan. This is coming from Golok. This is the wealth of the spiritual world. This is a pure love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hari Nama Sankirtan. So then Maharaj Pratap Rudra's heart was transformed, and he wants to take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a sannyasi or in the renounced order of life, he does not associate with people who are especially royal order, because they have to be, very materialistic. The kings have to be very materialistic. That's it's a requirement of the job. So, but due to the mercy of the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such as Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Sarabhoma Bhattacharya, even King Pratap Rudra got the mercy. So there's a pastime when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing ecstatic kirtan. He went into ecstasy, and for more than 12 hours they were singing and dancing. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to take rest in a nearby garden. And then that time devotees told Maharaj Pratap Rudra, you wear the clothes of a Vaishnav, the ordinary dress, and then you go and massage the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Maharaj Pratap Rudra went and he massaged the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he sang the song Gopi Geet from 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased, and he woke up and he embraced Maharaj Pratap Rudra. So we can see this is how Maharaj Pratap Rudra also received mercy of Lord Chaitanya. He transformed the heart of a king to be a pure devotee. Now I want to speak about the social reforms. Okay, we can stop here for some time. Maybe I have been speaking for some time. We can take some reflections. If you have reflections, mean anything that you like, that stuck with you, you are taking home with you, or you want to share back, or any question and answers you can share. Hare Krishna. We have mics. Yeah. Kennedy Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. I love the way that you told the story of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya trying to educate Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it struck me for the first time how wild it must have been for Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the most learned man in all of India, to be in the middle of this conversation, or I guess this 7-day monologue, and then to have the sudden realization that is, not only is this person who I was worrying about as far as their education goes, not only are they completely fine, but now suddenly I'm realizing God is a person and he's sitting in front of me, all in a moment. And the fact that he is able to accept that, it doesn't bewilder him to a level where he gets angry and storms off, as some might. And just the strength of character of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and what that means to be an associate of the Lord, to be able to hold that correction, and how that itself is also a Vaishnava quality of his own humility, to answer Lord Chaitanya's humility with acceptance.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. So there is a pastime when when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became a devotee. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought prasadam from Jagannath temple, and he offered that to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was a perfect Brahman, so he would not eat anything unless he has taken bath. So at this time he has not taken bath, but because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered Jagannath Prasad, he immediately accepted it. That's how we accept Prasad, especially Jagannath Prasad. So we can see the transformation in the heart of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Is that happens by association of a pure devotee and by mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Thank you for sharing. Any other reflections or questions? Yes, Shamru Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the wonderful lecture. I like that point you mentioned that Mahaprabhu made God accessible. That was so relevant. Like you mentioned that somebody says that he comes and goes. So that's like a flash flood. Somebody says that you look into your heart and you'll see God. So that's like digging the well, which is very difficult, at least not easy. But Kirtan, you're mentioning that how Krishna is non-different from Kirtan, and Mahaprabhu made it accessible to everyone. Thank you, Prabhuji. What was the first one? I think
It was that God is in the heaven. So it's like water is in the clouds. So we can wait for the rain to come. There's another one which is, they say that oh, God is everywhere. You know, every particle there is God. So it's like saying, oh, water is everywhere in the air, but how can we extract the water from the air? It's very hard.
Thank you, Prabhu. And one more reflection.
Yeah.
While Kennedy Mataji was sharing her realization about Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, I was just thinking that the process of surrender is to give up one's opinion. Like sometimes we give up everything, but we hold on to our opinions. So here Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is the greatest scholar in India, but because he received the mercy, he was able to give up his opinion, which is like, bound by the false ego. Because I said, so it is my opinions, I hold on to it. So, but because of the kripa, because of the mercy, he was able to give that up. And that is when the transformation happened. That next day, when Mahaprabhu came, then with prasadam, even though he did not wash his mouth, he immediately accepted the prasad. So, yeah, just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. And I remember that even in Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, Arjuna in the first chapter, he's bewildered whether I should fight or not. He's crying. He has left his bow. He's not ready to fight. So he's trying to argue with Krishna, I don't think this is right. But ultimately, he submits. Shishyaste ham shadimam tvam prapannam. Krishna, I think this will not work out like this. Let me submit. Let me be submissive. Let me give up my opinion. Now I am your student and you are my teacher. Now you teach me. Now this is how we receive spiritual knowledge. So as Prabhu mentioned, as long as we hold on to our opinions, we cannot learn. One has to have this important quality of submissiveness. Then only we can learn. So this is there in the Bhagavad Gita. This is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We see story of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. This is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. When the sages in Naimisharanya, they are glorifying Sut Goswami. O Sut Goswami, you know this knowledge. You can explain this because you are very submissive to your spiritual masters. Somyatvam, there is a word used there. So this quality of submission to the higher authority, and then we can learn anything. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Any other reflection? Yes. Call the Pranpu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. A very nice description of the pastimes, and nicely you connected with our basic philosophy. My question is, Prabhu, I think, it just came to my mind while I was contemplating on Shyamrupa Prabhu's point that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a big scholar and he studied all the Shastras. Still, he couldn't understand. He could understand that Mahaprabhu's symptom is top level ecstasy, but he couldn't understand that this is not possible in a normal human being. So, can you reflect on that part, like why he could not actually relate it to that, extra power or extra capability which Mahaprabhu had, like godly capability or divine capability? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if I understand you right, he could see that the symptoms of a Mahabhav,
correct,
which are only present in Radharani, he could see them in the person of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he could not accept it.
Yeah, Suddhita Sattika Bhav, yeah, what is explained there, right? Yeah.
But
why he could not understand that this is not possible in an ordinary human being, and he wanted to teach him and give him sannyas, to the higher order. Can you explain on that part a little bit?
I mean, you know more than I do, Prabhu, but I will try to share. So, from the conversation between Gopinathacharya, I think Gopinathacharya and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, so Gopinathacharya is saying that you don't know, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you cannot teach him. But he said, no, nowhere it is written in the Shastras about Krishna taking birth in Kali Yuga. Then there's a conversation how it is about Leela Avataras, but Krishna takes birth as a Yuga Avatar. So there is a very beautiful verse which is in the prayers of Lord Brahma, that nobody can understand Krishna unless they have a speck of Krishna's mercy. I don't recollect the verse exactly.
अथापि ते देवो पदम्बुजद्वय प्रसादलेशेन गृहातु एवहि जानाति तत्त्वं भगवान महिम्नो नाचन्य एकः चिरं विचिन्वन्. You already get the meaning. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. So you know that verse says that unless we get the mercy of Krishna, we cannot understand this, and that mercy comes through devotees. It is mentioned that when all the devotees came to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Saraba Bachara made sure that all of them got prasadam. He took care of them as best as he could, So my understanding is that he received the mercy of the Vaishnavas. So many Vaishnavas came from Bengal following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he did seva to the devotees, and that's how I feel that he got the mercy.
So that means you are concluding that knowledge with seva will give you conclusive truth.
Yeah.
Only knowledge is not enough. That's what you are concluding.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, Srinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. So Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Amanitvam Adambitvam, humility and pridelessness. This is the first two items of knowledge. I mean, knowledge includes humility. Knowledge begins with humility and pridelessness. Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll discuss about social reforms of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How he transformed the society in general from his example. So there are many stories which are given in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but I have picked 3 of them. So one is that about caste system in India. Many people even today, they denigrate or they think that caste system is very bad thing, and it is about biased, or you treat somebody not as they should be treated. So caste system was originally coming from Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, which was meant for spiritual upliftment of the society, dividing the society in terms of their occupation and spiritual orders, so that everybody can progress spiritually. But later on, it was corrupted. So the Brahmin class or the priestly class was supposed to uplift everybody by teaching them Shastra, by teaching them the goal of human life is to go back home, back to Godhead. But in Kali Yuga, they got corrupted. Of course, Brahmins would receive lot of praise, lot of charity because of their position. So they started to control. They wanted to control this. They didn't want to make more Brahmins or make. Otherwise they have to share. So there's a Vaisheshika Maharaj discuss about Michel's law of oligarchy, that when a person comes in power, he uses that power to stay in the power rather than using it to serve others. So that is the corruption. That's why caste system got degraded. So Brahmins wanted to keep that control with themselves rather than sharing with others. So duty of Brahman is, as given in Bhagavad Gita, that he is very tolerant, he is always clean, he is always studying Shastra, and he is also sharing it with others. Patan, Patan, Yajan, Yajan, Dan, Pratigriya. So these are the qualities of Brahman. But at time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which was 500 years ago, this was not the case. So there was a person, he was from a Mohammedan family. His name is Haridas Thakur, as we all know. So he was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the title of Nama Acharya. Acharya means one who is the most prominent teacher in the Vedic system. So he got the title of Nama Acharya. That he is the Acharya of the holy name. From him we can learn how to chant the holy names. although he came from a Muslim background or a Mohammedan background. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely destroyed this system of, that you need to be born in a Brahmin family to practice spiritual life by giving a title of Namacharya to Haridas Thakur. There is also a story of Advaita Acharya. He offered the highest regard to Haridas Thakur, even more than so-called Brahmins who were born in the Brahmin families. So in India, they offer Shraddh Patra to the Brahmins, and the first one is offered to the most important person in the Brahmins, and he offered that first to Haridas Thakur. So Haridas Thakur said he was so humble, rightly so, because he's Namacharya, so he's so humble. He said, no, I do not deserve this. This should be given to other Brahmins, and they all left because they did not think Haridas Thakur as a Brahmin or as a devotee. So Advaita Acharya said, no, you are the best Brahmin, and he quoted Shastra. He says, Viprad Vishad Gunayutad Aravind Nabha Pada Aravind Vimukhat Swapacham Varishtham Manneta Darpit Mano Vachne Hitartha Pranam Punati Sakulam Natu Bhurimana. This is a prayer of Prahlad Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, which mentions even a Brahman who is born in a Brahman family and who has 12 qualities of as described in Sanat Sujata, but if he is not a devotee of the Lord, then he is lower than a person who is a dog eater, but who is dedicated his mind, body and words for the service of the Lord. Because this person who is born in a dog eater family, he can deliver his whole family by his devotional service, but this Brahman cannot deliver himself. So he quoted Shastra, and that's how he glorified the position of Haridas Thakur. So this is a big, at that time it was a big thing, and even today it is. But this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu transformed this understanding of caste system. So this is not about birth, it is about qualities. Krishna says, Chatur Varnam Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. That this system is based on qualities and your activities. So this is how he transformed that, social reform. This is the first social reform. Second thing I want to share about the freedom of speech. So in India, there's something called civil disobedience movement, So that is attributed to Mahatma Gandhi, But actually the first civil disobedience movement was started by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there was a time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the streets of Bengal, in Nadia. And that time there was Muslim government, and the Qazi, who was the leader, he stopped this, and he passed a law that nobody can chant on streets, because some Brahmins who were so-called Brahmins, they complained to Qazi that this name cannot be chanted in public. So that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, we are going to go to the house of Qazi. And then that time it is said that thousands and millions of people came with torchlights, and they were chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So they went to the house of Qazi, and that time the Qazi was really afraid. So many people were there. He was afraid of his death, afraid for his life. So he came out and he was pacifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was giving references how they were connected, how Qazi was uncle for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was a distant relationship. And then there was a very beautiful conversation. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked how your heart got transformed. So Qazi said, actually, in my dream, there was a very ferocious personality who had a half man, half lion body. And he told me that if you stop the chanting of Hare Krishna, then I'm going to tear you into pieces. So this was Nrsingadev. Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki jai. That's why Srila Prabhupada has kept the deity of Nrsingadev in every temple, because he is the protector of the Sankirtan movement. So that time Kazi wrote a note that nobody in my descendants should stop this Sankirtan movement. So this is how there was freedom of speech, in Bengal. So after that, they could perform the Sankirtan movement openly in the streets. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu even took it to Orissa, and he predicted that in future this will go all over the world. He said, Prithvite ache jato nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibo muranam. That on this planet Earth, whatever towns and villages are there, everywhere my names will be sung. So today we see that Srila Prabhupada, he fulfilled that prophecy. He went all over the globe. He established more than 108 centers. Even I personally visited South Korea. That was the first country I visited outside India. And I was amazed that there was a temple in Seoul, and they were celebrating the appearance day of Radharani. I mean, Janmashtami means Krishna's birthday is something, but they were celebrating Radharani's birthday. I mean, that means somebody has done really some damage there, in terms of spirituality. So Srila Prabhupada's effect is still being felt 50 years down the line in that country. So as long as we keep on following our principles, Prabhupada says, we keep chanting Hare Krishna sincerely, we keep following the 4 regulative principles, and we keep sharing this movement and this Krishna consciousness with others, this movement will go without check. So third thing I want to mention, his contribution is about making it accessible to even to the lowest classes. Not only classes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached to Sarabhoma Bhattacharya, he preached to Maharaj Pratap Rudra, but he made this accessible even to the people who were most sinful. So he sent Nityananda Prabhu to go door to door and beg people for chanting Hare Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they will go door to door, just like we have Malini Mataji and many devotees going door to door and sharing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sharing about Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam, requesting devotees, requesting everybody, Bolo Krishna, Bhojo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shikha, that please chant Krishna, worship Krishna, and share about Krishna to others. So Nityananda Prabhu would go door to door, and Haridas Thakur will be with him. And one day they saw 2 people, Jagai and Madhai. They were always intoxicated. There was no crime that they hadn't committed. Even the police constables were afraid of them. Nobody would go to catch them. So everybody was fearful of them. So Nityananda Prabhu thought this plan in his mind. Only a devotee can think this. Just like we have Shyam Sundar Prabhu chasing the rhinos. If I can make them devotees, then the name of Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, will spread everywhere. Similarly, Shyam Sundar Prabhu thought, if I can make the Beatles devotees, then the whole world would know. So this is Parambara. So Nityananda Prabhu went with Haridas Thakur to Jagai and Madai, and he said, please chant Gauranga, please chant Hare Krishna. And these 2 brothers who were intoxicated, they got furious and they started chasing Nityananda Prabhu. And then Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they are running for life. So Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, he spoke to Nityananda Prabhu that what are you doing? Because of you, we will both be killed. What are you doing? You should not go and talk to those people like that. And he said, are you mad? He was saying. Nityananda Prabhu said, no, I am not mad. Our master who has told us to do this preaching, he is mad. He is crazy. So Prabhupada has written an article, who is crazy, Who is crazy? People who are materialistic, they think these devotees are crazy. They don't enjoy the life, they are only chanting Hare Krishna. And the devotees think these people who are materialistic, they are crazy. They are only engaged in material affairs. They don't have any life. They are working day and night like dogs and hogs, as Prabhupada would say. So who is crazy? So Prabhupada says ultimately, yes, anybody who is not aware of the Atma Tattva, I am not this body, I am soul, he is actually crazy. So Nityananda Prabhu went next day again. This time maybe Haridas Thakur was not with him. So he said to Jagai and Madai, please chant Hare Krishna, please chant Gauranga. And this time one of those brothers, they actually pick up a pot and threw it, hurled it on the head of Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu started bleeding on his forehead. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know about this incident, he got furious. He immediately rushed toward the place, and because he is Krishna himself, he called Sudarshan Chakra. He said, Chakra, Chakra. And he was ready to kill both the brothers on the spot. But Nityananda Prabhu, he hold on to the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he said, Mahaprabhu, in this incarnation, you are not here to kill the demons. You are here to kill the demonic spirits. Please give them love of Krishna. Besides, this Jagai stopped his brother from hitting me again. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got pleased. He got a little bit pacified and he embraced this brother Jagai, if I am not incorrect, Jagai or Madhai, I get confused between the two. So, and this person, he started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this other brother, he got FOMO, fear of missing out. How can you give this to my brother and I did not get it, Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he served Nityananda Prabhu. If you take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu, then I will give you also. And that person fell down at the feet of Nityananda Prabhu. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him also. And now both the brothers were jumping and dancing and chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And they both got new names, Madhvananda and Jagadananda. They started worshipping the Vaishnavas. They went to a ghat near Ganges, and they will clean the ghat so that all the Vaishnavas can come and take bath in the ghat. There were many people who were offended by these two brothers, so they would come and they would even speak words to these two brothers that you are just pretenders, you are just doing this for the sake of it, you don't mean it. Many people will throw stones at these two brothers, and these two brothers were very happy. Actually, we deserve more. Please take this again. Please do it again. So this is the humility, this is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even people who are the lowest, who are most sinful, they are elevated to the saints, to the category of saints. This is the transformation. We can see Srila Prabhupada did the same thing. When he went to the Western world, there are so many people who were hippies, who were into the counterculture movement. And Prabhupada, in the mood of Nityananda Prabhu, he gave them prasadam, he gave them Hare Krishna, he taught them Bhagavad Gita. And these people, they left all their sinful activities and they became the purest Vaishnavas. Even until today, we see so many of them practicing spiritual life so nicely. So Srila Prabhupada is carrying the mood of Nityananda Prabhu. There was a time when one of Prabhupada's disciples, he was not following the process, the 4 regulative principles and the chanting. So somebody complained to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, this devotee is no longer following. Prabhupada said, tell to this devotee, I will reject him. If you don't follow the rules and regulations, I will reject him. Then this devotee was complaining. He said, Prabhupada, would you really reject him? Srila Prabhupada said, no, I cannot reject anybody. He said, I cannot reject anybody because he has this mood of Nityananda Prabhu. He wants to give Krishna at any cost. So even in our dealings with the other Vaishnavas, we can keep this principle. Every one of us are in the process. We have our shortcomings, so we can always be looking for the good qualities in the devotees rather than seeing at faults. In this way, we can grow very nicely in our spiritual life, following the mood of Nityananda Prabhu. I also heard that in our life, somebody would have prayed like Nityananda Prabhu. That's why we are here practicing spiritual life. So we should be grateful always to such devotees who have brought this Krishna consciousness to us. Somebody has acted like Nityananda Prabhu in our life. So this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His weapons are his associates like Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, and they are killing the demoniac propensities in the society in general. Another story is of a dog, actually. So we like animals. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu likes animals. So there was a very nice devotee, Shivananda Sen. Shivananda Sen would take a tour, of devotees from Bengal to Orissa whenever there was Jagannath Rath Yatra. And he would take so many devotees. He would pay for their transport. He would pay for their food, prasadam. And there was one dog who was accompanying them. So Shivanand Sen, who was such a pure devotee, he said, okay, he is also part of our team. Make sure that he gets nice prasadam every day. At one point in the travels, this dog got lost. Nobody knew where is that dog. And Shivanand Sen, he was so much feeling agitated, and he was feeling worried that I did not take care of this Vaishnav. Anybody who is going along with us, he is a devotee. There's a very beautiful song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur who says, Radha Krishna bolo, sange cholo, ei matra bhikha chai. Anybody who is chanting Hare Krishna and he is coming along, that is the only alms that I beg. So this is what we should see. And who is a devotee? Who is chanting Hare Krishna and who is ready to go along with the devotees. He is a devotee. So he considered this dog to be a devotee, to be a Vaishnava, and he was feeling so disturbed in his heart, he could not serve this dog. And when the group reached Orissa, Jagannath Puri, they saw this dog was with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeding him Mahaprasad. And he was saying, chant Hare Krishna. This dog was chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It is mentioned that dog went back home, back to Godhead by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So this is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is bringing everybody from the lowest to the highest, because everybody in this world is poverty stricken. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, actually there is no lack of anything in this world except the lack of Krishna consciousness. So people might have so much wealth, They might have beauty, riches, opulence, education, strength. But unless one is Krishna conscious, they are poverty stricken. That is the eyes of a pure devotee. They want to give Krishna consciousness to them. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reformed this world by giving Krishna consciousness. There were elaborate prasadam distribution campaigns. We know there's a festival called Pani Hati, in which Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, so many devotees got prasadam. So Srila Prabhupada said that in our temples, nobody should go hungry. Everybody should get sumptuous prasadam. So even today, we have Sunday feast. So our dear Hansapriya Mataji and so many nice devotees, they prepare sumptuous prasadam so that everybody is fed nicely. There is a story when Srila Prabhupada was speaking with the postmaster. He was Arya Samaji, and then this postmaster was saying to Prabhupada, what is the use of this Back to Godhead magazine? Just be a good person. Don't do bad things to others. You be a good person. That's all. What is the use? You are talking always about God and going back to Godhead. Then Prabhupada said, actually, one cannot be moral unless one is God conscious or Krishna conscious. One cannot be moral, really. So, Prabhupada says that these standards of morality, they keep on changing according to a person's mind. So, he quoted that verse, Yasyasi bhakti bhaktir kinchana sarvair gunais tatra samasate sura harav bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorathena sati dhavato bhai. That anybody who is not a devotee, his standards of good and bad will be on the mental platform. So they will never have a strict standards of morality. And how do we define morality? I mean, Krishna was dancing with the wives of others. Was that moral? No. I mean, it's not moral for an ordinary jiva. But when Krishna does it, it's the highest pure. We worship the gopis. We worship the rasa dance. And we keep it, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, we keep it on our head. Because it's the highest form of worship of Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says the same thing. And there's another example of Prahlad Maharaj. Nrsingadev is there. He has killed his father Hiranyakashipu, and Prahlad Maharaj is garlanding the murderer of his father. He's standing there with the garland. Is this morality? No, this is highest morality. So how can we define the standards of morality without Krishna consciousness? So unless one is a devotee, one cannot understand what is good, what is bad. Dharmasya bhagavat pranita. Dharmasu shakshat bhagavat pranitam. Dharma is defined by Krishna. What is spoken by Krishna, that is real dharma. So unless we read Bhagavatam, unless we read Bhagavad Gita, unless we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, how can we understand what is real morality? Yes. So I will stop here. I think this is the contributions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which I could cover in this time that we had. I would like to stop here. If there is any reflections or questions or corrections, I live to be corrected. Please, we have few minutes and we have mics. You can raise your hand and you can share. Yes, Shamru Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, you made very beautiful and relevant points. Just to summarize what you said. And they're so important and pertinent points. And some issues of the world also today, which Mahaprabhu actually gave a light. So number one, you mentioned how caste system, how Mahaprabhu actually proven that it's by virtue, not by birth. An example you gave is Namacharya Haridas Thakur. He gave the title of Namacharya. Was born in a Mohammedan family. but Mahaprabhu gave the highest title of Acharya of the holy name. So that was a very wonderful point and very relevant in today's world. Second is freedom of speech, you mentioned. And Kaji, how Kaji initially put a rule that nobody should play mridanga and do Harinam Sankirtan. But how Mahaprabhu inspired everybody actually not to go against it and just to have the freedom of practice.
Yes.
So the freedom of speech, first freedom of speech, and we know the beautiful marching of all the devotees there. Mashal, even the demigods joined. There's a beautiful description in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Even the thieves, they could not steal. They forgot why they came, and they also joined that Sankirtan. That was the first Sankirtan also came out of the Shiva Shangan. Previously it was within Shiva Shangan. The third point you mentioned is making it accessible even to the unqualified people, and that is so important, because we saw so far spirituality means one has to do a lot of austerity, and he has to run behind the guru, and he has to really go for it. But in this case, you mentioned a beautiful pastime where Nityananda Prabhu is going behind Jagai and Madhai and the other sinful people. So here Krishna himself is like, it has never happened like that. Like always one has to run for higher knowledge, but here the giver himself is running after the conditioned sinful people and making it accessible, because in this world we see how we can be so many times rejected because we want something high, right? Anywhere we want something high, constantly we have to prove ourselves. But the highest thing here is given to the most unqualified and sinful people. The only thing is, they have to just little bit open their heart to accept it. So thank you for the very relevant points. I think Mahaprabhu's appearance is coming end of March, 23rd, 24th, around that time. So this was very, very nice points. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Shamrupu. You Shamrupu, I learn all this from your classes, so thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Any other reflections or questions from what we discussed today? If you please, we have few more minutes. Yes, Kennedy Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I was also struck by that same pastime with Jagai and Madhai, of how, and the way that you had told it, I really loved the emphasis on he was just pacified a little bit, and then he bestowed prema. And that just made me realize, what does that say for people who are sincerely endeavoring, like the devotees in this room, of, hopefully we're not going out and doing the sheer amount that Jagai and Madhai were doing. That's a bit of a high bar. But for those of us who are sincerely endeavoring, Krishna is so merciful. What does that mean for what he has in store for us? And so that just was a really pleasant thought.
Yeah. Thank you for reflecting that. Actually, there is a song by Narottam Das Thakur which says that all the devotees who are in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, they are Brajvasis. They are already, they are inhabitants of Golok Vrindavan. So even this temple where we are all working together to share about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are part of Gaur Leela. We are part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, and we are part of the, Golok Vrindavan. So this is true. We have received we are inheriting the spiritual world by being part of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. So yes, anybody who is sincerely practicing Krishna consciousness, or even advocating it, even appreciating it, is part of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. Hare Krishna. Yes, Kuldip Pranbhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Babu. Actually, you made this class really, really sweet. And that's what is expected when we discuss about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There will be enormous sweetness. The thing is that Mahaprabhu's pastimes and rasa dance are synonymous. However, rasa dance contains some of the subjects matters which cannot be discussed in public, but Mahaprabhu's pastimes can be discussed in public as well. One thing I really liked you brought, that Mahaprabhu's mercy towards the animal also. When the dog was traveling with Shivananda and he could not find the dog the next day, he was very disturbed. He felt like, this person was my part of my entourage and I could not take care of him nicely. And he felt morose. But when he saw him in the assembly of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu having that, this, the meat of the coconut thrown by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and like very joyfully jumping to catch that and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra simultaneously. It was very, very like blissful experience for him also, because he found that he came to the right destination, or he could find the right destination, the dog. So yeah, it was a very, very sweet pastimes. You actually brought many sweet pastimes. I felt like I wanted to just share it from my side.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So maybe we can read that song, Kali Kukur Kadan. Prabhuji, can we project that song? Because we are talking about dogs. So there is a song. We can maybe read the translations if we have time. We don't have so much time. We can just read the translations of Kali Kukur Kadan, which is the song. If you want to make the personality of Kali Yuga cry, then take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Kali Yuga is compared to a dog. So anybody would like to read? We can read one paragraphs. Maybe, yeah. Yes, Mataji.
If you want to be rid of the menace of the dog-like personality of Kali, then just sing the glories of the beautiful son of Mother Sachi, Sri Sachinandana. He is a savior of the Kali Yuga Pavana, and he is a destroyer of all fear caused by the age of quarrel, Kali Bhaya Nashana.
Anybody else next? Yeah. Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead. Then there is one devotee behind.
Lord Chaitanya maidens Gadadhara Pandita with his love, Gadadhara Madana, and he is the treasure of life of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. The fair complexioned Lord Gora is the most worshipable object of Sri Advaita Acharya. He is affectionately called Nimai by his mother due to being born under neem tree, and he has been named Vishwambar, the holder of the universe, by his grandfather. He is the only Lord of Srivasa Pandita, and he steals the hearts of all the assembled devotees. Bhakta Samyuha Sita Kora.
Thank you, Prabhu. What's your name, Prabhu? Laksh. Prabhu, can we give to Laksh?
Will you pass this forward, please? Sure. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya is the moon over the town of Nadia Shahasada, the Lord of Sri Mayapur Dham, Mayapur Ishwar, and the propagator of his own holy name, Nama Pravartana. He is saintly in behavior, Sura, and is the instructor of householders, Grihas Jana Shiksaka. He is the hero of those who are in the renounced order, Nyasi Kula Nayaka. He is the husband of the goddess of fortune, Madhava, and he is overflowing with the ecstatic sentiments of Srimati Radharani, Radha Bhava Pura.
Continue.
Lord Chaitanya is the corrector and purifier of Sarva Bhatacharya, Sarva Bhuma Shodhana, the deliverer of King Pratapa Rudra, Gajapati Tarana, and the source of nourishment for Srila Ramananda Raya, Ramananda Poshana. He is a great hero, Veera. He increases the ecstasy of Srila Rupa Goswami, Rupa Nandana Vardhana. He maintains and protects Srila Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana Palana, and he gladdens Haridas Thakur, Haridas Modana. He is very grave, Dhira.
Thank you, Prabhu. Lord Chaitanya meditates on the transcendental mellows of Rajadham. He is the destroyer of all wicked mentalities and he crushes the cheating propensity of pretending devotees. He is as beautiful as Cupid. He maintains and protects his pure devotees and he condemns dry speculative knowledge. He smashes pretentious and hypocritical devotion and he is the reservoir of pleasure, Ram. So, all these attributes and stories you can read in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita here. So we have it available for a steal, $99 only. There are 9 volumes, so each volume costs us $11 to print. So you can take it for yourself, you can sponsor it for others, you can gift it to friends. This way we can all share the mercy of Lord Chaitanya with others. So we can stop here, we'll chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. Now the next program is the Aarti, so we can take the asanas and we can roll the rug. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Kautukarnava Prabhu ki. श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन भगवान की, श्रीमन महाप्रभु की, श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव भगवान की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पश्चात्देशतारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasade Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasade Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Tribol, Gaurango. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hari. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Gaura, 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 Gaur Hare. Gaura, 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 Gaur Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama. Hari Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinath Madan Mohan. Giridhari Gopinath Madan Mohan. Hari Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama. Hari Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः। गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन, गिरिधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन, गिरिधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधे। जय राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधे। जय राधा मदन मोहन, राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधे। जय महाप्रभु महाप्रभु महाप्रभु, जय महाप्रभु। जय पंचतत्व पंचतत्व पंचतत्व, जय पंचतत्व। जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह, जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद। प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। जय जगत गुरु प्रभुपदा, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपदा। जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव। निताई गौर हरे बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, गौर हरि बोल। जय श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्रीमन महाप्रभु श्री श्री लक्ष्मी सुदेव शुभ संधारत की। एवरीवन प्लीज ऑफर ओबेसेंसेस। जय नमो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमत हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज शील प्रभुपाद की। ISKCON BBT फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड शील प्रभुपाद की। जय नमो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमत हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की। ब्रह्म माधव्य गौर्य वैष्णव संप्रदाय गुरु परंपरा की। अनंत कटि वैष्णव वृंद की। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। गंगा जमुना माय की। भक्ति प्रदायनी देवी तुलसी महारानी की। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की। श्रीमन महाप्रभु की। श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव भगवान की। समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shishi Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya. Tala tala tatahine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatankanakalae. Ito Naisimha Parato Naisimha. Yato yato yami tato Naisimha. Bahir Naisimha, Hidaye Naisimha. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapyade. Tavakara Kamala Varenakam Adbhuta Shingam Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubingam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Sorry, I'm finding it difficult to come in the front, but that's fine. So we would like to welcome everybody here for this rainy Sunday feast. And thank you all for joining us. Not just the devotees who are present here personally, but also the devotees who are joining us online. Thank you. Let's welcome everybody with a big round of applause. So first of all, we would like to thank our speaker for today, His Grace Kautukarnava Prabhu, for bringing us on the upcoming occasion of Shri Gaur Purnima, the nectarian flow of pastimes of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He glorified especially his contributions in terms of individual transformation and social reforms. So thank you, Kautukarnava Prabhu. After the blissful lecture, the ecstatic kirtan was brought to us by His Grace Shyam Rupa Prabhu. Thank you. Followed by melodious Narsimha prayers by Mansi. Haribol. Thank you. Roshni. Sorry, Mansi is her mother. Roshni. My bad. Yes. Next, we would like to welcome any newcomers. Anybody visiting us for the first time to ISV? Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. Hari Bol. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Somebody at the back? Okay, so let's all chant together one Hare Krishna Mahamantra to welcome and invoke all auspiciousness in the lives of these newcomers. Everybody together. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Then we would like to welcome His Grace Ramananda Sakha Prabhu for bringing us the broadcast for the benefit of all those who could not join us in person. Thank you, Prabhu. Next, we would like to acknowledge our sponsors. We have 4 sponsorships today. The first one is coming from Ruchi Mataji. She would like to sponsor today's feast for her and her son Haryaksha's birthday, which is today. Mataji, if you are here, okay, would you like to come up here? Ruchi Mataji? Hari Bol. So let me move. Please come on. He's Haryaksha. You would like to say something to the devotees? What about you, Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
This is Mahaprasadam for you and your son. Happy birthday. Thank you, Mataji. Next sponsorship is from Anita Ganani Mataji. She would like to sponsor for her husband Vrushank Doshi's birthday, and it's on behalf of her Ganani and Doshi family. So do we have Anita Mataji here? Mataji, please come. And is that Vrushank? Please come up here. Haribo! Would you like to say something, request prayers from the devotees, or say some words?
Hare Krishna, everyone. I would like to thank Lord Krishna for his mercy, and I pray that he blesses my husband immensely and for his happiness and for both of my families' well-being. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for celebrating your husband's birthday with all the devotees. That's such a nice gesture. Thank you. Next is the sponsorship coming from Satyam Guha Prabhu. It's in memory of his Masaji. His name is Himanshu Kumar Guha, who recently left his body. The final rites are going to be tomorrow. So Prabhu is requesting and seeking everyone's prayers. The Vaishnava's prayers are very powerful. So may Krishna bless his Masaji's soul so that he can go back to Godhead. To offer our prayers, we can all chant together Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Satyam Prabhu is here or Mataji? Do we have Satyam Prabhu or Mataji here? Okay. Next sponsorship is coming from Hari Sankirtan Prabhu. He is sponsoring the feast on the occasion of his sister, his god sister's birthday tomorrow, and later upcoming is Krishna Priya's birthday in the next week. Haribo. So do you know whose birthday is tomorrow? Okay. So you can speak for yourself.
So tomorrow is my sister's birthday. She's in Bombay. Also, it's like birthday of Kameshwari Mataji and Suvarna Gopika Mataji. So we'll want to honor everybody. They are dear to us. So on their behalf, we are sponsoring. And it's her birthday on 6th and 7th. 6th is our star birthday. 7th is the date of birth. So please bless her so that she can be a good devotee and she can use her talents in the service of Vaishnavas and for Lord Krishna.
Thank you. So now we'll have a cook's announcement coming from Radhika.
Hare Krishna. The cooks for today were Hari Sankirtan Prabhu, Tadiya Seva Prabhu, Rohan Prabhu, Himang Prabhu, Mahendra Prabhu, Akash Prabhu, Anil Prabhu, Nilachal Chandra Mataji, Radhika Prema Mataji, Mansi Mataji, Ananga Gopika Mataji, Reshma Mataji, Shobita Mataji, Savi Mataji, Sugopi Somya Mataji, and Sudevi Saki Mataji. Thank you.
Haribol. So now we'll go. Oh, Hanspriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna. How is everyone? Haribo, good. Actually, I think I saw you at the bus station standing in the rain to come to temple. Is that right? I thought I should turn around and get you. I think, Prabhu, you were there. One of the Prabhu was there also with Devotee. It's such a great, I just wanted to acknowledge that even in the rain, and you brought yourself to the temple. This is your first time. Would you like to say anything?
I mean, it's the first time for me, and the vibe is so positive. Like in USA, I'm postdoc fellow at Stanford University, so most of the time, kind of work culture and depression kind of thing. So it's like this kind of thing, like I feel more energized and more positive, and welcome every Sunday from now. Thank you so much. Haribol.
I didn't pay her to say this, by the way. I just wanted to say that your energy, your enthusiasm is very contagious, and no wonder why I noticed you. So thank you for being here. I do also wanted to remind that, we are actually big temple, and we have practically around 300 families that they come every Sunday. And most of the families, they are working. Both of them are working. And we are trying to run this temple. It's not my temple, Hari Sankirtan or Balimardhan's or Ramananda's. This is our temple. That's the mood. See, I don't want to distract myself, but we saw Hari Sankirtan Prabhu sponsored not for just his sister, but also for Kameshwari and Suvarna Gopika. It's our family, our temple, right? What we need from you is next Saturday, few hours of commitment, because we're going to do the Maha cleanup. Maha cleanup in the sense we're going to clean the sheds, we're going to clean the book rooms, we're going to clean the kitchen. We want to take everything upside down. We wanted to, scrub everything. They want to scrub everything. Like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Scrubbanam means also part of it, okay? So let's do this scrubbing. It is actually scrubbing our heart, put the layers of the dirt out of it. And many of you are blessed with the height. So let's put it in use, okay? So we want to make sure that each and every one of you come in. Even if you have a small kid or big kid, you can make a difference. Small kid can take those asanas and cushions and they can just wipe it off. We want to make sure that when you're using, we want to give you the best things that's out there. So let's come together. Please commit for 2 to 3 hours next Saturday between 11 and 2 p.m. I will promise that you will have your evening back with your family. I'm not going to hog that. And I'll be mindful that we wrap up everything by 2 o'clock. But please go out of your way and make an extra attempt. Do you know what Krishna sees? When you're saving $100, $200 a month, that's not a big deal. But when you put an additional $50 or $100, it makes a difference. So this is your another $50, additional $100. Come and make it, okay? So this is something that everyone can contribute, one and all. So please come forward and help out whatever you can. You can go on a books, you can go on a prasadam distribution, you can go whatever you need to do, but accommodate few hours, okay? Hare Krishna. I also wanted to acknowledge Tarang and Kushi. I think Kushi is around. Tarang probably left. Kushi, come forward. Oh, Tarang, you here? Prabhu, please come. Tarang is one of the shyest devotee here. But if you see that little box behind Naveen Prabhu and Nam Smaran and Achyuta Kumar Prabhu, if you can, do little showmanship there for us. See how it's aligned with the ISV design and everything. That's made by our own Tarun Prabhu, in-house talent. You want to say something, Tarun Prabhu? Your experience or why you made this? Yes, please, Prabhu. Prabhu, come share with us. Why did you make this? Yeah. Can we pass?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Nahi, Prabhu, theek hai. Hare Krishna. Yeah, so one day Harisankitan Prabhu and Sachindra Prabhu came and asked that whatever the plastic box we got here for this asanas is not that sturdy enough and it looks ugly when it's in a broken shape. So they requested if we make something out of wood. So I just took the measurement and just decided the design that, okay, this is how I want to make, and just put it together and it just came nicely. It's not my hard work, it's Madan Mohan's blessing that it looks so beautiful. Otherwise, I didn't imagine that, a wooden box could look good, this good. So, yeah. So, and one more thing I want to add is one of my good friend Divyesh helped me a lot for this. So I don't want to forget him also. I want him also major credit goes to him. I'm just bringing it here, I would say that.
Anant Nitai Prabhu, please send a box of Mahaprasadam sweet for Devyesh. Yes, so we are making another one, which is going to be like a dispenser. So you pull one cushion out at a time. So you don't have to worry about, getting scattered all over the places. It's going to be organized. See, Vaisheshika Prabhu's mood is that everything has its place, right? So in order for us to come up to get place organized, the talents like this comes very handy. So if you have any talents, please bring it on. We are all here to welcome everyone, so what you got. Let's offer it in the service of the pleasure of the Lordships. Okay, I don't want to hog the mic, but thank you very much. And next Saturday, I'll see you all. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. So next we'll have Prasadam prayers. Brajaras Bhavan Prabhu, can you lead Prasadam prayers?
Sharira Vidya Jal Jodendriya Kahika Jive Phele Vishaya Sadhore Karmate Jivayati Nova Matsumati Akerita Katina Sampraye Krishna Varadoyama Parivare Bhaya Shaprasarana Dilobha Seyana Mustapao Radha Krishna Radhao He Mera Ko Shri Chaitanya Nithar He Mera Ko Shri Chaitanya Nithar Mahaprasade Govinde